Hi everyone! Today we are going to be talking about the ILMILY. These are pale tone, essentially pilot juice. So these are pens you're going to want to use on white or black. I will try to show you an example of what it's like on cream, but I highly recommend not using them on cream because since they are a very pale tone, that's kind of the point of them, the cream color paper is gonna kind of absorb and it's gonna blend in with it and not look, very clear at all to you. So I'm gonna swatch them for you on white and on black. And we're gonna start with the pens and then we'll move into the other items in this limited series. So the pens are actually exactly what they released about a year ago. The Relaxing Time set, the Happy Bouquet set, and the Warm Heart set, same exact colors. So if you already have the complete set, you wouldn't need to try them again unless there was some color or colors you wanted replacing, because they are the same that were previously released. So I never made a video originally on this because something had to give during the pandemic at our work, and it ended up being YouTube videos. So I'm just now getting to swatch them for you as part of the relaunch of them. So I'm excited to do so. I'm also going to show you how I use them in my planner, just one of the ways to give you an idea. So I really like these pale tones. They're called pale tones for a reason. They really are pale. So why don't we start by swatching the Warm Heart colors. Now what they've done here is they've given you a zip case, so you can cut off here over where the seal is, and then you just have this nice portable freebie zip case for corralling your pens together if you should want to do that. So again, this is the Warm Heart set that I will be swatching first. Now these are all in 0.5 and they are all available in individuals as well. So you don't have to buy the sets. If there's some color you super like for example, I'm really excited about the pale tone brown. You can just get those individually. So let's go ahead and start this. Actually, I think I will take a pin from here because I really have been liking this Uniball one feel. And then I'm actually gonna zoom in here a little bit. Okay. So we will do the pale tone Warm Heart set first. Okay, so let's start with this really pretty pale tone brown. And let's see how would like to swatch it for you in black as well here. So we will, let's see, is that gonna, yeah. Okay, so we'll do it here. So look how great that looks on the black. Kind of has a nice pastel-y, chalky look to it, but I think it's really quite pretty. And then we'll do pale tone coral pink next. Okay. Make sure you go. So this is pale tone coral pink. And then we will do pale tone blue next, which is really a lovely powder blue. Petra, no thank you. My dog has decided to join in the video, I guess. Pale tone blue. And then finally we've got pale tone violet here. A very, very pretty lavender shade. So now let me just show you, while we have these swatches here, what happens if you put them on like a cream color paper, or like, for example, some of you might be wondering how they do in the Hobonichi paper. Just find a spot here, because I really want to show you what I mean by I don't really recommend these on here. I mean, it would definitely depend on what you're doing with them, but I just feel like they get really kind of lost in the cream color paper. But this is probably giving you an idea here. And obviously, depending on your use, do whatever you want. But if you were buying these to use exclusively like in your Hobonichi, I feel like you might be, you know, disappointed by how pale they are. Now granted, they are called pale tone, but so that just gives you an idea. They're really much better on white or of course black. Okay, so we've done the warm heart set. Let's move on to the relaxing time set. So this is a very pretty colorway here. So we've got a pale, we've got a pale tone ice blue in this one, a pale tone magenta, which actually just looks like a shade of purple, a pale tone green, and it looks like we have a pale tone gray in there too. So let's do, so this is gonna be the pale tone relaxing time set. All right, so first we have a pale tone green. Okay, we'll swatch that over here. And we've got a pale tone ice blue. This is what they're calling pale tone magenta, which is really, you know, another shade of purple here. And finally, the pale tone gray. Okay. Now, let's move this up a little bit. And we will do the Happy Bouquet set. So this one has a pale tone pink, a pale tone yellow, which is really a nice Yamabuki bright color, a pale tone orange, and a pale tone yellow green. So we'll do pale tone Happy Bouquet. All right, so we've got pale tone pink, got pale tone orange, pale tone yellow. Oh, I almost forgot to swatch them over here for you. So there's your pale tone pink. This is pale tone orange. Pale tone yellow. And this is pale tone yellow green. A lot of the colors in the Happy Bouquet set, I think look much better on black than they do on white. Okay, so can you see all of these colors? They're really not kidding when they call them pale tone. And I'm most excited, me personally, about these two, the Warm Heart set and the Relaxing Time set. And like I said, I just love this pale tone brown. I use it a lot. I think it's pretty amazing. Let me, before I forget, show you an example of how I use them in my planner, because I do use them in my planner. Okay, so I have used them here, and this is basically a mood tracker. And I just wanted it to be kind of pretty pale tone colors. I thought it was just, I originally did it in like bright standard colors and I thought it was kind of ugly. I didn't like it very much. This to me is really quite pretty. And so that's how I'm doing that. And I suppose there might be some of you that would like a flip through of my planner. And if that's the case, just let me know and I could do a video on that. All right, so let's talk about other things in this series. So there's two other things in the ILMILY series, both very fun. So this series has stencil bookmarks, stencil bookmark rulers, I guess you could call them. It's like a lot of things in one. So let me show you. So this is a lot like the, for those of you who have the Jibun Techo template, these are a lot like that. And I can actually show you a comparison here because I use this one a lot, the Jibun Techo one. And I actually use this a lot. This, sorry, let me focus. So this, you know, jaggedy line feature, I actually use that a lot, and I'll show you, like when I'm using my Hobonichi Weeks, I use it to separate the days. I just think it's more interesting looking. So I really like that they incorporated those different wavy lines into these Pilot ILMILY ones. And you can see on the purple one, they've given you bigger waves and really small waves on the pink one. Yeah, so they both have different designs on them. They're not the same. So if you're picking the pink or the purple, you'll want to pay attention to which has which design. The purple has the little coffee cup that I think a lot of people might be into. And then the pink one has some really pretty banners, as well as a thought or language bubble and the little cat. So, you know, I think they're both pretty cute. They both have advantages to them. And they both have a 12 cm ruler on it. So I definitely plan to start carding one of these around. I do like my Hobonichi one. I use it a lot, and I think that these are kind of equally versatile and are really quite pretty. I don't know why Hobonichi went with this orange. It's not my favorite, but anyway. And then you could also have it as a tab at the top, which is kind of nice, so you can use it like a bookmark. And they did give you a little punched out hole here, so you could put a ribbon or a little, you know, phone lanyard or whatever those little things were called back then that no one really has on their phones anymore. Okay, and then another part of the ILMILY lineup are the friction stamps. So these, of course, are stamps that disappear at high temperature, which is why they're considered erasable. The friction part is actually right here. This is where if you want to remove a stamp you've done, you actually use this around here to erase it, or you can use a separate friction eraser, which are pretty handy too, but totally not necessary. So they did have these stamps in the previous release, but they expanded them, and it also seems to me that they changed some of the colors around. So you have colors that you didn't have before in this series are, they added the paw, the champagne, the journal, and the egg. You still get Yasumi, which is like, really you can use it for any kind of rest, or if you want to track when you go to bed or something like that. You've got the gem, the border, heart, bow, rose, egg, which I suppose you could use for breakfast. It's pretty funny. Do the guided journaling sessions and then track on your journaling. That'd be great. We've got the house, which actually looks like it could also be used as an arrow if you wanted, which is kind of interesting. The champagne or celebration, pause, maybe to track some pet stuff, and the moon, Suki. So I don't know, you can track when you're doing various witchcraft activities or if you're tracking your cycle or something like that. So that's your ILMILY lineup. A redo of the pens, no new colors there. Bookmarks. They did one bookmark before and now they have two. And your friction stamps. As always, let me know if you have any questions, and I will talk to you soon. Bye-bye.